Hey, let's prep some food for my sister. As a lot of you may know, she was diagnosed with breast cancer recently, and she's got a chemo treatment coming up tomorrow. So I can cook and I can bake, and that's what I'm gonna do to help alleviate some stress. Because she's got 2 kids to take care of, so I will take care of dinner and breakfast. So I'm making my banana bread. I doubled it off because I made a big old loaf for her family, and then I made some muffin ones for mine. Like I said, I doubled it, so I'll give you the recipe regular. It is 8 tablespoons of butter, 1 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, and 3 smashed up potatoes, which I don't smash, I just dump them in the mixer. Half a teaspoon of salt. I don't measure that either. I just measure with my heart. 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 1/4 cups of flour. I always add chocolate chips into mine, but you could do walnuts. You could do anything you really like. My nephews like chocolate chips, so that's what they're getting. You want to preheat your oven to 350. If you're going to cook it in like a bread loaf pan, then it's going to cook for like 40-45 minutes. Just check it with a toothpick. If you're cooking it in little muffin liners, then it's going to be about 18 minutes, but also check it because, you know, banana bread is more moist. You know, I don't follow recipes very well, so I actually added an extra banana into the mix, so I put like 7 bananas in here, and it turned out perfectly fine. So, you know, you can add 1 less or 1 more, or do what you like. Also, the recipe doesn't call for vanilla, but I always add it, and I always use dark chocolate chips as well. I don't use milk chocolate at all. After I did the chocolate chip one, I went back into the mixer with the other half of it and added cocoa powder in. I also don't measure that, I just throw it in. I'd say maybe like 1/4 of a cup if I had to guess. And then I just put it in my little reusable muffin liners. Got those all portioned out and popped into the oven for the 18 minutes, and they were good to go. I did send half of these with my sister and the rest for my girls here because they love them. You can't even really tell that there's like banana in them, which is, you know, like an easy way for me to get them to eat some kind of fruit. I tried to put them in these cute little molds, but they didn't come out very well. The banana bread came out and it was gorgina. And then the cupcakes came out shortly after. See, they look good in the mold, but they didn't pop out. Next, I took care of dinner for tomorrow for her family, and the boys love my baked ziti the most, so that's what I made for them. You're gonna season up your meat, half a thing of sausage and some ground beef, and just, you know, cook it till it's brown. If it is very greasy, definitely drain out the grease. I added some more seasoning into here, sofrito, and then, you know, mixed it all around, cooked it a little bit more. Then I got a pot of water on the stove, threw some salt in there. I only had about half a thing of beef broth, so I threw that into the water as well to cook my noodles. I always use penne pasta for my baked ziti. Dumped in my noodles once it was boiling. I did cook them just slightly less than 10 minutes so they weren't soggy later when she reheats it. I prefer this sauce the most, the Mids, but I'd like to make my own soon. I'd be busy, yo. Drop in your meat, give it a really good mix. You want to make sure all the sauce and meat and noodles are all really incorporated. I did end up adding a little bit more sauce, and then I kept mixing it around, and then I was ready to plate it up for her. I got a disposable pan, and then I layered it in there. This pan was too heavy to pick up and like try and get it in there gracefully, so I just spooned it in. Then I pre-shredded up my cheese. I did a little bit of Kobe and sharp cheddar, and then I put a big old layer down in the middle and put some more on top. And then once that was all leveled out again, I added another layer of cheese. Then I let it cool for a bit before I wrapped it in tin foil on the top, and it was ready to bring to her house. She still has soup from the last time I made it, so I'll make something different for her this week. Don't forget to hit that like and follow button. Bye.